Hey guys, welcome back to In the Kitchen. It's been a couple weeks, but here we are. I'm here with Taylor once again.
And Aloncio is with me as always. So
how you been, Taylor?
Been doing good. Been busy, both with other Red Twit stuff and personal stuff and band-related things. So
yeah, as you know, we always like to take this time just to spread some Red Twit news. So we do apologize for the delay, but we want to make sure we give out good content and just get excited. Holism coming soon. But anyways, one thing at a time. We're starting with In the Kitchen first.
Yes, sir.
We're getting back up and running. We got exciting things. We're gonna talk about the Houston Rockets specifically. Little March Madness talk, and then we got some F1 coming up this weekend. Yeah. But before we get to that, real quick, man, just a small talk. Great stuff in the NBA right now, man.
Yeah, from what I can see, the ball game's going on right now here, just on the other side of the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Cleveland's gonna get it on Toronto.
Yeah, Cleveland was down 15 going into the third, and here we go. She just scored another three. Was that Kevin Love? Yep, that was Kevin Love in the corner with a three, trying to sit it. 27 seconds. This game was great.
Yeah. There's been again,
dude. Toronto, number one seed. They just came off a 13-game win streak. Lost to Houston. I'm not sure if it was last night or the night before. And then now they're losing again, but this time to the Cavaliers. I'm starting to wonder,
they hitting a little bit of a bump.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to be number one seed, man. This is supposed to be what it looks like their year to finally get over that hump they can never get over. 5 years in a row they make playoffs with the same, main guys, Kyle and DeMarco and Rosa, and they just haven't made much noise.
You wanted to talk specifically about another team in particular, the Rockets.
Yeah, we got James Harden and the Rockets. It's James Harden's team, but James Harden, the Rockets. James Harden, Chris Paul, and Trevor Ariza now have been, when healthy, I've only lost one game. Everybody knows, what Chris Paul has been able to do offensively and defensively, and what he's still able to do, every night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, every night that he's able to play. And he's got a couple All-Star appearances. He's been in multiple MVP conversations, multiple years. He racks up a lot of wins during the regular season. A lot of big plays with the Lob Cities. Now with James Harden, and Chris Paul just perfecting his three now. It's great. It's great stuff. It's all great stuff. And speaking of MVP, James Harden now.
Yeah, he's supposed to be looking like a pretty good prime candidate for
James
MVP
Harden is going to be the MVP, dude. I'm telling you right now. I'm not a fan of it. I see somebody like Russell getting it. I see somebody like LeBron James getting it.
The LeBron James bandwagon.
I think Kevin Durant lost it because he got shut down for the last couple of weeks now, for the next couple of weeks. But I think it's James Harden's. I think he finally deserved it. He finally deserves it for sure.
He's a pretty consistent player too.
He was a runner-up last year for the MVP. It's been in the discussion for the last 3 years, and a number one seed over the juggernaut team like the Golden State Warriors finally put him on the map and put his ticket into the MVP ballot and get the vote? Or will it be that he's almost averaging a double-double this year?
Mm-hmm.
And
getting with
to
the Rockets,
number one
right?
seed with the Rockets, and so. But with that being said, him and Chris Paul have that in common, that they're able to do these things, put up these big numbers, and put up rack up all these wins during the regular season, and play really well in the first round of the playoffs every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Play really well. But here comes second round. This is the main thing to me that stands out between these guys that they have in common. They've never been to the finals when they're the man of their own team. The last time James Harden went to the finals, he was with a MVP called Kevin Durant. He hadn't won.
So he's always been kind of a second kind of guy.
He hadn't been the MVP Kevin Durant that we know, but it was the Kevin Durant that he was, and we that scores a lot of points, and that was really good, and people expected a lot. And then he had Russell Westbrook, MVP from last year, another future MVP. And then he was a third option. He wasn't even the third option. He was coming off the bench. That's the last time he went to the finals, and they lost. That's James Harden. Chris Paul has never even passed the second round. Chris Paul has never even been past the second round.
And he plays with
Chris Paul has taken down, champions in the first round. But he's, championship teams in the first round, but he has never been past the second round. Now, can they get it done this year? If the Golden State Warriors are healthy, no. If one of them is down, they have the ultimate chance. Can anybody else beat Houston? No. Even if Kawhi comes back, it's too late in the season. You're coming back from injury. It's the first time in his life probably that he hasn't played in an entire year. Not a chance. So Houston, take advantage now that you're getting this number 1 seed. Take care of stuff in the first round. Chris, take care of stuff in the second round, because James Harden is going to take you to the third round. He's been there by himself. But James, don't choke it away like you've done every year with turnovers and 5 points in the game-closing game. We'll see what happens.
We'll have to see what happens. So, still on the topic of basketball, let's get into a little bit of college. There's March Madness. A little bit of some interesting things happening over in that realm,
ultimate
too.
Cinderella story.
I've heard there's a lot of upsets going on with that bracket this year.
Well, not that there's a lot, my man. That there's a 16 seed beat a 1 seed.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, a 16 seed smashed a 1 seed. Like, what?
You're right. You're right about smash. Look at this.
And I saw part of that game too. North
Look
Carolina.
at this. 20 point, dude. 20 points.
20, North Carolina and Lipscomb was great. Lipscomb was very 3-point team from what they were saying, and Tar Heels are number 2. I kind of had it for the other team, but the score reflects what freaking Carolina did.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for the A&M and Michigan game.
Yeah.
I mean, those are really big schools, and I hear a lot about them.
And I hear that Texas A&M's basketball team is tearing it up, and they're Texas, so.
Yeah, I mean, UT. I gotta stand with my wife. She graduated from there.
Yeah.
So. But
some interesting things going on over there.
Yeah.
And on other news, F1 starts this weekend, first race of the season. Something that I thought was hilarious this year that I found out in preseason is because the new Halo system for the F1 cars, the new head protection rail. It kind of looks like the end of a flip-flop when you look at it, right? Mm-hmm. Well, McLaren...
We'll have Rex put
a picture of it there,
so you
Rex.
can see it. What he's talking about. It looks like a flip-flop, guys.
On the top of the hood. But McLaren said that, okay, fine, we acknowledge what it looks like. It's hilarious. So to make it more hilarious, and I think it's kind of going around as like a little F1 meme, is McLaren got an actual flip-flop manufacturing sponsorship and then put the logo of the company on the front of the Halo. It's great. It's hilarious. Then ESPN, I feel like, because ESPN got the broadcasting rights for here in the States when it was normally NBC and NBC Sports.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And, ESPN got rights to do the broadcast and everything this year. And they are completely making a debauchery out of it. Because ESPN is doing most of, the like all the free practice, like 1 through 2 mostly. And then there's ESPN3, which is streaming, and then like if they do show the free practice round 3, you might get that on like what I thought was a dead channel, ESPN News. I don't even know what number that is.
It's there.
But it's apparently there.
It's available on their app,
Yeah,
on their ESPN app. Yeah.
And then the rest of the race and the qualifiers will be on regular ESPN2 for most of them, and some rebroadcasts on AMBC for a couple of small games. But they're using Sky Sports from Britain as their like sportscasting service. So it's, from what I can get to it, is like, oh, they're broadcasting it and it's their video, but it's Britain's coverage of it. Great, thanks. This is gonna be a nightmare.
What's wrong with that?
So, but in the good news though, with that, ESPN fought to push the races back a little ways for more American audiences. So, and I don't have to worry about, shit, the game's on at 5:30 in the morning. Crap, no. DVR. At least now I get to watch some more live games.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, be sure to follow us on social media. Our Twitter handle is @1in_th3_kitchen. And be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. This was me, Lonzio, and we are in the kitchen.
See you next time.
See you next time.